Oh, there we go. Forgot to hit the go live button again. Like, why is this not working? Now it's working. Are we live? Are we live? I think we are. Maybe? Yes? No? Still says waiting on me. What's going on here? What's going on here? There it goes. There it goes. A little delay. What's going on? I thought I was live for a couple minutes there. Zishan, Steve, what's going on? All right, now I got to find my way into the actual... It is not showing me on YouTube. The dashboard part is still not working. Morning, Jason. How are you? There it goes. All right. Maybe it's still on YouTube side today. I don't know what's going on. All right. We're good to go. All right. So we got the 06 account. We could end up accountless for the opening trade accounts after today, depending on what the opening does here in a minute and a half. Curious what 15 ticks looks like. Okay, I like it. Not bad, not bad. Hoping for a nice smooth trade today at the open. That would be nice. We don't have a lot of drawdowns, so pretty much need this to work instantly. Fill and continue. Maybe we just go 5 contracts to give it that little bit of wiggle room, and then maybe tomorrow we go full 10. I think that's the move here. I think going 10 on that first one, you give it like 0 ability to like even flick back that split second with 10 contracts. So I think we're gonna go with 5. Got about 30 seconds here. Man, as far as going up, kind of interesting. We have a pretty obvious one to the downside. Right at a pretty key level, too. Be interesting. That's what we're going to go for, and I think we're just going to go a little bit higher here and see what happens. Go up here. All right, good luck. Ooh, wow, we didn't get filled there. Let's see what happens based off of that. Would have instantly got stopped had we did. See what happens. Trying to come back down. Hopefully it's not one little extra push and then down. All right, we're into the second minute here. Heading back down. And hopefully if we get filled, it just keeps going. Like right under there this time. Hopefully it's not a for science trade. I pretty much bounced right off of it again. So hopefully if we go through here, we get a decent push. Looks like both ways are going to be the same kind of scenario. We need the extra push right when it goes through. See what happens. Man, these opening range trades have not been normal. All right, up, back up. See if we can get like the actual push here. Need a steady push up through. There's overlapping the candles here. Right back down. Jeez. Might be canceling our order here soon. 100 lot. Thanks for the subscription. I do think if we get a break one way or the other, we will get a decent push. So I feel okay leaving the orders where they are. 5 and 30 days? Oh yeah, that was a mistake on my end. I saw that, or Steve actually told me about it. I was like, oh, whoops. Well, if we start chopping right in the middle here, definitely think we cancel my order. This is crazy. We're 3 minutes in the 4th minute here. I really have a feeling that this might be a fake out to the downside. In theory, it shouldn't be. In theory, if we break, we should continue. We're about to find out, I guess. There's news at 10. All right, good luck to us. To me. There we go. In and out. Perfect. Perfecto. That's what we were looking for. Had a feeling if we broke at that time, we were going to get that little continuation because of the 3 times it bounced in that same area. All right, so give us a little bit more cushion for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do the 10. Oh, crap. Let me cancel these orders before I switch over. Don't want any of that going on. There is, I wish I knew when the next time we were going to have like the big, because I don't think the job openings makes the market move that much. I know unemployment claims usually does, and that's on Thursday. So we might look to grab an account depending on what Apex is doing with their sales. Yeah, a few minutes for it to make the move. Thankfully, we went lower, because that's what I'm saying, man. When you perfectly put your order right under a candle, look at that. It goes through just a couple ticks sometimes. But usually, if you put it lower than that and it keeps going, you're going to get even more continuation. But so many times, they just overlap those candles just by a point, like a couple ticks sometimes. It's crazy. So that's why I like to go a little bit further on each side, because if it continues past that first couple ticks or points, like you're probably going to get the continuation. Versus if you try to do it right there, look at that. That was an instant rejection and all the way back to the highs. My options are not going to be looking pretty today, I don't think. Saw Hood was down over $1. That's crazy for a $19, $20 stock to be down $1. Now it's an $18 stock. Yeah, I think I'm going to check real quick. I think I just renewed this account like yesterday or the day prior. Let's see, account summary. Where does it, I forget where it shows you. Payout method, no. I don't remember exactly where it shows. I know there's somewhere where it shows you all of your things on the account. I could go just search through my emails, but customer profile maybe? Nope. It's not going to be request payouts. Maybe it's just account summary. No, that's where I just was. March 21st. No, that's just the last time it was traded, I think. It's just on the dashboard. Oh yeah, you're right. It's right there in the active subscriptions. I'm an idiot. All right, yeah, let's see. 06 March 29th. Yeah, so I just got billed on the 29th. That would have sucked to lose the account first trade back. Even though we did just get the payout, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but and if we can build that account back up, it's going to be pretty, cuz we can take out over 2K on those in the 4th month now. Well, I think we have to wait until May though, because I think this is the 3rd month. So like I could probably take 2,000 out again later this month if I get to that point, or if I were to wait till May, I could then take out more than the 2K. This Oxy's earnings. They're gonna make me roll again. I just went through 67s. Shit. I gotta check this real quick. May 7th. Wow, look at this down move. Definitely not going to touch this. Remember, I'm waiting for it to retest a bottom. I'm not looking to guess the bottoms anymore. Unless we get to the bands at a very key level, then I might try it, but we might cross 28K in the options account today. That'd be pretty cool. I'm watching Tesla for possible cash secured put. I think this might be the time to pull the trigger. Anybody really good with Excel? Like, is there a way to basically highlight a whole column and change the text all to the same thing? So here, I'll just show you. So I'm doing my spreadsheet, and for some reason it started doing this where it made the text different. Like, see how it did that? But then I just, it wasn't, it was, I was worrying, I was not that worried about it on these pages, but then it just started doing it over here too, where now it's a different color for some reason. I didn't do anything. It just started changing the color. Like, it's, you can't see it, it's gray instead of white, but it's annoying. Find and replace, I have no idea where anything is in this. I don't, oh, find and replace. So find, like, what do you search? So I could just highlight this whole column essentially. So if I were to just shift and just do it all, I don't even know which one's white. Oh, it's definitely not that one. That white? Oh, now I'm really fucking up. So is that the background? Oh yeah. Oh wait. Text rotation. That's the fill color, text color. It doesn't, I don't know. Copy format and shift click to the bottom. Well, I think that's what I did the one time. Like, you drag it down or whatever. But now it's not working anymore. And I mean, you can see I dragged it way down there. So it should be working. Right, hold on, let me. Back to Erica. Hello, Steven.
How you doing, man?
Good. Just trying to figure this crap out.
All right, so Control A highlights everything because you want everything the same format, color, and text size, correct?
Well, I just wanted all the same text because the
Okay.
I don't want it all the same color because some of the colors are different on different columns.
You don't have to change the color, but Control A will highlight everything, and then on top you choose the text font that you want, and that will change it all to that font.
So you're still watching. Control A, it only seems to highlight the first 5 columns, which is fine because all those are the same.
Well, you can also shift and use your arrow key to highlight more if you want, but if that's all you need to change anyway, because it's just the first column, that's fine.
Shift click. This guy, hold on. It's saying shift click.
Hold the shift button and use your arrow key to highlight more.
All right, shift click and down arrow will take it to the bottom of the sheet. All right, but it's not copying. Like, do I have to delete the ones that are gray or should it change it?
No, you don't have to delete anything. Now you just go to the top and highlight the whatever text font you want, Times New Roman, Arabica, whatever it is that you want the font to be. Double click that and that'll change everything to that font.
Right, so if I just control all the ones that are not white, and then I can do that. Oh, because it's inverted. Oh, that's because I have the page inverted. If I turn this off, no, it's still the same. Oh, okay, it's reloading. Let's turn it off and see what it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, because I have it inverted, that's why. So it's actually black, that's why it was looking different. Okay. Okay, that actually makes sense. Because I kept clicking white, and I'm like, why is it not turning white? Okay, but now that I have it like this, I should be able to just shift click and just, but I already did this. That's why there's so many rows already. That's why I'm confused at why I would have to do it again.
Maybe you might have tapped it without realizing it at some point.
Just try typing a new, just see. Two. Oh, yeah, see, it's working now. All right, well, let's see if it stays that way. For some reason, it did the same thing over here, though. So this is 14, and it changed it to 10 non-bold. I don't know
So
why.
if you really want to do the entire document, the entire Excel spreadsheet, the top left corner, that one box there, that's not text, that one box, double click that, and that'll highlight everything. And then you can do it all at once instead of picking columns and rows.
Well, now these aren't centered.
You know, Excel's from my days, not yours.
Well, yeah, I never really used it. So I've learned tidbits here and there, but that was one, like, it's one of those things where I learn it when I need it, not
Right.
like to keep the knowledge in my head. Like, I just like, all right, what do I have to do?
No, for my business, I use Excel all the time, graphing out routes and whatnot.
Thank you, Knowles. Thank you, Steve. What's up, Tom? Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Froggo. All right, let me finish doing this.
You don't have my PayPal, but you do have my coupon code for your next eval account.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So yeah, see, like I click down and it's not there anymore. So if I do that, yeah, see, that's the only problem is, let's see, because now I have to delete all of them. But let's see if it holds. Oh, it did hold it. Okay, interesting. But I just have to delete all of them. Kind of sucks, but.
Why?
Because
well,
I don't have it up right this second anyway, but it did save it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have it figured out for now. That's fine. For 2 3 C8 6 1. Okay. All right, we're good for now. Yeah, having to roll my Oxy over and over again is not a bad thing. Not gonna complain about it. Means the price is steadily going up.
You get paid every time it rolls, right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, the credit that I take on it.
Yeah, whatever it is, $20, $30, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the more you roll it, the more money you're making.
That's the idea. And when you're doing it on a covered call, that means your underlying shares are making money at the same time. So you can't complain about that. I've been trying to figure out a way to make money on the other side of it as well. So like put in a cash secured put the opposite way. So like as Oxy is going up, I'm making money on the underlying shares as well as the credits from, holy crap, it's already almost at 68. What is Oxy doing today? Good thing I rolled when I did. Jeez. But I'm making money as it's going up on the covered calls. And then if I had cash secured puts, I would be making money on those because those would expire worthless as it's going up. And then the same thing the other way. If I have a covered call and I have a cash secured put in, I could basically just essentially keep rolling the cash secured put until it decides to go up again. And then you just basically keep going back and forth with it.
You bought 100 shares of Oxy that you have a covered call?
So I have a leap option, which is basically you go as far out as you can and you buy the option, but it doesn't expire until like 2026. So it's essentially you have a right to 100 shares as long as you have that option. So it's a cheap way to buy 100 shares of a company that you can't really afford.
Okay, cool.
But they call it the poor man's covered call because essentially it gives you the right to those 100 shares so that you can sell a covered call on it. Because worst case scenario, if you get stuck in a spot where you have to pay out on that covered call, you just sell your underlying leap option and use that money to cover the covered call shares. Because I've had Oxy since like 63 bucks. So I think actually maybe even lower than that. I want to say like 62. So right now I am up 800. It says I'm up 800. Oh, 900 bucks on that right now. I'm up 55% on that. It's definitely been my best position these last couple days. It's been taken off.
Now, can you sell a part of that, or
No,
it's all or nothing?
It's all one contract. I'm
Okay,
legit
so you
gonna
can't
have
take
to
like
roll this again. What? It's already up at 68. What is going on here? This thing is like squeezing. Like if you look at yesterday and today, Oxy is absolutely going nuts. I'm gonna have to roll out past the earnings date. This is crazy. It sucks because I didn't want to go past the May 3rd expiration because their earnings are May 7th. Wow, just went right through 68 like it was nothing. This is nuts.
You got a Versailles trade setting up? Are you gonna take an eval and YOLO it? What are you doing?
Jeez, this thing is just skyrocketing. I'm dealing with Oxy right now. I'm more worried about that.
What are you worried about? You're up $1,000.
Yeah, I get that part, but my covered calls. I mean, yeah, I guess worst case scenario, if it stays up here going into earnings, I would just have to sell it at 68. But it just means I can't make more.
There's always another trade. Take your $1,000 and reset.
Yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, this is where I was looking for it to go a month ago, like right, and test this this area at 68 if you look at the daily. But I mean, it just blew right through it. It's coming back down now. We'll let it chill and see what it does here, but if this holds over 68, I'm gonna probably try to just go pretty far out, see what happens. Oh, Jason, there's no doubt about that. That's the beauty of the leap and the covered call is it's a good problem to have. The problem I have right now is a very good problem to have. Yeah, I really don't want to roll past earnings. But it's not necessarily a bad thing because if I roll past earnings, it's going to be for more money. It's going to be for a credit. And I would essentially be making more money. So like if I roll up to $70 for a credit, I'm getting paid the credit now. And if for some reason then earnings is good, instead of getting rid of them at 68 bucks, I would be getting rid of them at 70 bucks. So I would actually be making 200 bucks more. But it looks like it's trying to find some resistance here right above 68. So we'll see what happens here. I was expecting it to find resistance before 68, but it just blew right through it like it was nothing. I am watching for the for science trade here at the lows. Sure I'm on the right account. I am. I'm looking at Tesla as well. Really would love Tesla at like 150. I would be so happy to own Tesla at 150, but I just don't think it's ever going to get down that low. Unless the market itself starts to really pull back, like I'm talking like actually pull back, then Tesla might kind of fall with it, but wow, you can get 50 bucks for a cash secured put on Tesla expiring this Friday for 50 bucks at 150. That's nuts. When's Tesla's earnings?
Tesla doesn't make money. There is no earnings.
April 17th. So it's not even, I would see, that's what I'd be scared of. I would almost rather buy a leap option on Tesla versus a short-term cash secured put, knowing I might get stuck in it. How much do they cost?
What's your obsession with Tesla, man?
I just think that once they hit the autonomy, I think the stock's going to go nuts. So December 18th, 2026. I could go all the way out to then.
Elon will be president.
Yeah, he might be. So that's the thing. So like right now, just to give you, so at 150 bucks, if I let the price go down to 150 bucks, if I had to purchase 100 shares, it would be $15,000. I could buy a leap option right now for $7,185 at $150 share price. But I'm essentially saying that over the course of the next 2.5 years, that I'm expecting the price to stay above that 150. And it's crazy because when you look at the break even on these, it's nuts, because it's at the break even at paying for the 150 is 220, essentially 220. That's insane. So you're paying that much for the right to own the shares at a much cheaper price. Whoa, what just oh, 10 o'clock news. Good thing
Must did say many times, if you can't deal with volatility, don't buy his stock.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely a volatile stock. Oh, market's deciding on what it wants to do here.
Let's go green, baby. We got our trades in. Now we need our stocks to go up.
Apparently, I have no problem with that. Fucking Oxy's up almost $2. That's insane. What the heck is that thing doing today?
Is that the Oxy drug?
No, it's oil.
I know.
Oh, never know with you.
I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Well, some people might not actually know.
I should get at research. I need a new grill. The Webers seem a little too pricey for me.
Oh shit. If the Weber's too pricey, then well, what kind of grill are you looking for? Charcoal or gas or pellet?
Propane. 3 burner.
So
I don't need big.
Just go to Sam's Club or whatever, like your one of the discount places. They always have the best deals.
I've gone to Home Depot. I've gone to Home Depot. I've gotten charbroils. I'm not happy with them. They break after a couple of years. They don't clean easily.
Well, then pay a little bit more for a decent one.
Yeah.
I bought a Kamado Joe. It's charcoal. It's the best thing I ever bought, and it has a lifetime warranty.
I'd love a charcoal grill, but I honestly don't have the time to deal with it.
It doesn't take that long. You get one of them chimney things. It takes five minutes.
No. But for the charcoal to get hot and then to cook, I want to light it up. 3 minutes later, I want to throw the steaks on.
Yeah, it takes 5 minutes.
For the charcoal to burn through?
Yeah. If you have the little chimney thing.
All right. Send me what it is you're talking about. Because my mom used to have, my parents used to have a charcoal grill. You put the briquettes in, you light it up, you let them burn. Half hour later, then you can start putting your burgers on.
No. This is a lot different.
So there's been technological advancements in charcoal, huh?
Well, it's just this little starter thingamajigger. It's called a chimney, charcoal chimney. It's like it has a handle. They even have them at Home Depot apparently. Let's see.
They got everything at Home Depot. You could buy a casket at Home Depot. Oh, that's Costco. You could buy a casket at Costco. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. Where is it?
Oh yeah. Look it up, man. They're like $800.
All right, I just texted it to you. But yeah, you take these, you put the charcoal in, you light it up, and it's such a small area. It's not like the whole grill that they all heat up really fast, and then you just dump them into the grill once they're flaming, and then you dump those onto the other charcoal that's already in the grill, and it expands super fast.
That's why I mentioned it to you. I figured you had some sort of trick.
Yeah, I'm a big charcoal griller.
I know you're a barbecue guy.
Yeah, I love me some barbecue. Hank Hill says propane and propane accessories only.
Why?
Yeah, somebody said mention the Acorn, which is like the cheaper version of the eggs. So you could always go that route. I mean, honestly, for what you're probably using them for, just one of them Webers, honestly, like one of the cheap charcoal Webers is probably enough for you.
So I never looked into the charcoal prices. I know the propane one, like the one I was looking at, was like $1,400, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, no, they have the cheaper Webers for like $200.
You can get a good one for like $650.
I was happy with Dino Glow from Home Depot, but any grill you keep outside is going to be hard to upkeep. Yeah, I mean, unless you cover it. Even then, it's not a guarantee. Zishan said you can buy Tim at Costco. You're probably not wrong. I wouldn't say I'm not for sale.
Yeah. No, everyone's got a price. Tim's just happens to be lower than most.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong, probably.
Uh-huh. You're doing better now. A few months ago, you were open to pretty much anything.
Yeah, I kind of was.
you were pretty desperate.
Give me a time and date.
You came up here to work for me.
Yeah, that was pretty. Hey, babe, I'll be back in a month. I'll go test out a new career opportunity.
Gonna go drive around, pick up some green bags for this guy. You know, he seems pretty sane. He's got a white creepy truck. We should be good.
Oh, that's funny.
This seems like a good idea.
Oh man, I should have took that 150 on Tesla. Now it's already $34 instead of 50. So how much will it take for you to be shirtless with my name carved into your chest hair? I mean, I don't think I have. I have chest hair. I do. I was gonna say I have chest hair, but I don't think enough chest hair to carve somebody's name into it.
Well, might have to use some skin then.
It's kind of patchy.
Well, we could get some branding irons. You know, that'll get you a few more viewers on stream. Naked trading. How many times have we talked about that?
Right.
All right. So who's on the stream that we don't know what they look like since there's no trading going on? Let's play the "What do you look like" game.
Kind of can't today. Good morning, Marius. I have to. We have closing today, and I have to leave it right around 11 o'clock. Anybody want to guess the final number? Yeah. Anybody want to guess the final number that we're getting from selling the house? Yeah, you can guess too, Steve. Obviously. Like after everything, all commissions, all closing costs, everything. Like how much we're getting our check wired to the bank account. Speaking of which, this is all pretty much. Yeah, we did have a mortgage.
Oh, dude, no, that's not fair. Let's go with the selling price.
The selling price?
Because I don't know how much mortgage.
Yeah. All right. Well, here. That's true. That's true. All right. So it was in a decent neighborhood. It's a duplex. It was 1,000, I think, 80 square feet. So like 1,080, like 1080. So pretty tiny. Duplex, like I said, in a decent neighborhood. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. Not a lot of storage. Decent backyard. There was like no basement for storage. I actually had to buy this like $5,000, I think it was like $6,000 actually, shed that we put at the end of the driveway that basically was like a garage, but really it wasn't a garage. Like, 'cause you couldn't put a car in it, but you would put all your extra storage in there essentially. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what you would need to know. Zishan said $1 million. The range is from 200,000 to 400,000. I know that's a big range, but I don't want to like give it too narrow.
All right.
450K.
Sale price.
Yeah, we're going for the sale price. Zishan, that no.
We don't know how much you
I'm not in Beverly Hills. He said 450K.
He said the range is to 400. Dude,
so
keep your day job.
I'll tell you, when we bought the house, we bought it for, I think it was 229. I think it was 229.
343.
So if somebody guesses it, should I just stop the game and be like, "Yep, that's it," or should I let everyone guess even though someone guesses it? Well, I guess technically that's not. Hold on, I have to pull it up just to make sure I have the right number.
Dude, this is over $250,000. You sure as hell better know the right number.
Well, I know it's on the thing that we're gonna sign.
Look at this guy. He's begging and crying to make $2 grand. He's casual about a $300,000 sale.
335.
Whatever.
Oh, I just gave it away. Damn it. It was 335. Tom was really close.
343.
Yeah, Tom said 330, so technically I think he won. Closest and without going over.
Price is right.
Yeah,
I was over.
Yep, you were over.
Over in the showcase.
But Tom wasn't within. He wasn't within 1,000 though, so he doesn't get the bonus money. So the bottom line price. So we're selling it for 335, and then where's the? Hold on, I'm scrolling.
So let's see, commission. How much did you owe on it?
Well, that's what I was looking for. It was, I think, a little over 100.
180
something. It was no. Oh yeah, I guess it was more or a little under 200. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm looking at the wrong paper here because I thought it was right up top. Thanks for the sub, Henrique.
105,000.
Preliminary Alta, is this it? Nope. It was like
grand?
No, it was closer to 130.
Nice.
I just don't remember where.
You could definitely get 100 evals for that. Boost me up.
Well, like I said, a lot of it was already spent. We spent them on the damn cars like morons. Oh, for science trade, possibly. I do feel like I don't have buyer's remorse for the cars, but I do feel like they weren't a necessity. But it is nice having newer cars, especially knowing all the road trips that we're going to be taking.
So what cars do you have now? You got a Tesla, sedan, and what else?
Got a brand new Tesla, and she got the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Why is this not? Oh.
Now, does that have enough storage for the two of you and kids and travel?
Yes. What the heck just happened? For science trade just worked, but it didn't move my order. I tried to move, or did it? I don't even know what happened there. I tried to move it so I got more than 75 bucks, but it like insta-filled me both ways, so whatever. Just trying to make a little bit more on that, but yeah, I don't think it actually moved my order because it looks lower. I tried to drag it up to here. That's okay.
I know better than to ask what your entry is anymore.
Well, it was right below that current low. That's all the for science trade is. So what were you saying about the cars? Sorry, it like filled me and I kind of stopped listening because I was making sure I paid attention. I didn't want to move my orders and lose an account again.
When did that happen?
I don't know. It just it happened yesterday. I don't know exactly how it happened, but yeah, 71 Marius after the commissions. How much you get after paying the loan off? Yeah, I'm trying to find that paper. I thought it was right here, but oh, actually, it wasn't 335. It was 342 that we sold it for. What did you guess?
343.
Ah, you still lost. I forgot that 335 was the sell price, but then we went into the little bidding war. Just another $7 grand that I forgot about.
Next time you're missing $7 grand from your account, forget about it.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I thought, wait, is this it? No, this is for him. I thought there was a paper that she just sent us that had all this information on there.
You think your wife is going to trust you with that paperwork?
I sure hope not. Well, I seriously did sit down and read all this before vacation, but when we went on vacation, I just kind of dismissed it until we got back.
Well, you did say you did try to get drunk.
I tried. It never actually happened. I feel like this could be another for science trade. I don't really like it though because now we're I'll try yeah, I think this could be be one more little fake out to the downside. Let's see what happens. I'll put the order out, but it doesn't look like it wants to go down further. Do you think we'll go 70% off? Or I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, they extended the 80%, extended supposedly. So I'm not really sure what their thought process is going into this next one. I honestly think they might go to the 71%. And
grab the account today, buddy.
Kind of cool off a little bit. I don't like how it kind of went back up here. I'm gonna cancel this because now it feels like if it fails, it might actually continue. Yeah, I got it for science trade in there. Look, worked perfect. I tried to get a little bit more out of it, but unfortunately, I did not move my order in time, I guess.
It always sucks when you make money too fast.
Right? Yeah, it like there was a little latency there. It like filled me and then like filled me again before it, like the price even got up to there. I was kind of confused.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get data latency on my stream. And then a minute later it's like, oh, either the account is blown or you made money.
Right. See, here's like the appraisal. Ownership addendum. I'm just gonna ask the wife.
Hmm?
Now keep in mind, anybody watching my stream, don't plan on showing up at my house looking for a check for 140 $29,000 or whatever it is, because it's going wired to the bank. Okay, I'm not actually going to have any cash in my hand. Don't come here asking for it. And it's already spent, so won't be doing any of that either. Anna, what's up? So if I reach the payout amount, do I still need the 9 days? I just need one more trade. You need 10 days first off, but you only need 8 actual trading days. So 2 of the days you can flip. So if you have 8 normal trading days, then and you're at payout, then you're good to go. Just flip 2 days and you're there.
No, she made $3 grand in one trade.
It's talking about Zishan.
That's not good.
Who are you talking about?
Me?
How am I going to invest it? Marius, I just went up and saw you did that. Yeah, we invested it in new cars. I mean, there's going to be a little bit extra. A lot of it's going into... So when we bought this house, my mom put up a lot of the down payment. So a huge chunk of this money we're about to get is actually going straight to her. I have really bad time, blow up my Buellnox master account, and today my Apex Eva. I'm sorry to hear that. I never like hearing that. Preliminary seller disclosure. See, I thought I had this, but I couldn't find it. There it is. Okay. 342 county taxes. Yeah, closing costs. How much do you think the closing costs were? Could have just bought a gas station. We could be gas station buddies. Total due from seller. Yep. So it comes out to, we had $192,376.34 left on our previous mortgage, which is going to leave us with a little over $125,000. That's what we're walking with. Not bad, not bad. Considering I thought this house would never get over like 260, 270 in value. We're selling it for 342. That's pretty insane. And it might just be perfect timing. Who knows? 18K. Closing cost were $21,855. That's taxes. Obviously, I have a breakdown of it. Here it is. So current water bill, HOA processing, listing for the brokers, the commissions for both brokers was $85.50. Just $17,000 down the drain just for people putting their name on pieces of paper. Scam. Yeah, those closing costs suck, man.
No, you've sold houses before.
Yeah. No, you know what you're getting into when you're selling the house. But the kicker, guys, the kicker here is that $125,000, we do not have to pay taxes on it. That is the kicker, because we are going to fall within that 5-year window after living there for 2 years. Like, that is amazing. That is
so you
by
can't
far.
Use your trading losses to write off against it.
No, we don't have to.
What trading losses? That's what the answer is.
I still have. Well, I still have like 500 from last year. Yeah, I think after all the commissions and all that crap, I still had, after claiming the $3 grand this year, it was like another 500 or something. As long as you invest in another property. Well, technically, we are investing over half of it back into our current property. So by paying my mom back.
Does that actually count?
I mean, it's 70 grand, or it's like 67 grand. So yeah, I would say
does that count as investing? I know. I don't know if by tax law that counts as investing in the property.
Oh, no. And no, are you saying, Tom, that as long as it goes into another property? No, that's not how it is. That's not how it works anymore. It's just the capital gains on the property from selling it. If you are a if it was your primary residence for 2 of the last 5 years, like you were living there 2 of the last 5 years, the capital gains on the house when you sell it are not taxed. Now, if it is an investment property, was it a true duplex? Yes. I didn't own the duplex. I just owned half of it. So I don't know what your definition of true duplex is. Like, did I own 2 units? No, I only owned half of the overall unit. Like, it's 2 houses. They're just connected. But now if it was an investment property, like it wasn't your primary residence for 2 of the last 5 years, the only way it can be tax-free is if, like you said, it goes right into another property. Right, because you rented it out and it was an investment property. Correct. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Crash, did you sell your old cars?
Yeah, we traded them in. We actually
So
got
someone
more for
told me
both of them than I thought. Good.
That the Teslas have 0 resale value.
So if you remember the whole used car crisis that we were going through for a while, Teslas had the most resale value. But as of right now, like with all the upgrades coming with the new cars, they're not that great. But that's bullshit, because if you go look at the current used car market for Teslas, you are still getting near like new price, but it's after the credit. So it's just like any other car. You drive it off the lot, it loses its value, etc. It's not a new car anymore, blah, 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 blah. But with the federal tax credit right now, the $7,500 that you're getting, plus there's another, I think it was $3,000 in Maryland. So it varies by state. Like it was like over $10,000 off just from tax credits on a 40, I think it was like a 47, it was, what was it, $46,500 car. So that brings it down to $36,500 brand new before anything. Well, the $7,500 comes right off. You can't get the other $3,000. I think it's $3,000. It might be $2,500. I don't know, until tax time. But if you go look at the used cars that have 10, 20, 30,000 miles on them, the same car that I got, they are going for $30,000 to $35,000. So it made 0 sense to buy a used car when you could buy the same car new. So you can't sit there and tell me that Teslas don't have resale value, because even right now they still do, fighting against the tax credits. And I think that's just why people are saying that right now, is because it makes 0 sense to buy a used Tesla because of the tax credits right now.
I can tell you anything I hear from someone else. It's not my opinion.
Yeah. No, I'm just giving you my opinion. Yeah. We sold our full duplex here for $260K. That's crazy price for half a duplex. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're cutting out on me, Steve.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, you're okay. You're better now. Why sell it if you're making money? I would buy more and take out equity loan on top of it. Yeah, like Froggo said. So it was like 2 years ago, I did the math, and again, 2 years ago, it was only worth like $270. And at that time, if we had gotten rent, if we had a tenant in there at all times, never missed a month, never had a major repair, never had any repairs for that matter. I did the math with no repairs just to have the same math instead of trying to calculate like what's what. But if there was a tenant in there, no repairs at all, at the current rent that we had 2 years ago, it would have taken, it was like 7 or 8 years to break even. And then after that, everything would have been profit. I redid that math at the beginning of the year, or it was actually the end of last year. And it would now take, again, at the current rent price, no repairs. So that's essentially saying perfect tenant, no repairs, nothing, which is obviously not going to happen. It would, so that 6 to 7 year or 7 to 8 years in the old example, it was probably more like 9 to 10 years after you factor in repairs, etc. But now with the new number, it came out to be, it was almost 15 to 16 years that it would take to break even before we would then start profiting after all. And again, keep in mind, that was with no repairs, assuming we always have a tenant with no issues, et cetera, et cetera. So that was probably more like 18 to 20 years. So to me, it just made a lot more sense to better our current life versus waiting for 20, 30 years down the road for it to make sense again. And who knows where the price is going to go again. And like Tom was saying, the fact that we're getting what we are for it, it's mind-blowing to me. I never thought that thing was going to get over 260, 270, and here we are selling it for 342. It's mind-blowing to me. Do I think it can go up any higher? No, I don't. And is this me trying to time the market? No, not really. It was more so me taking advantage of not having to pay the taxes, because that's the other thing you have to take into account. That actually adds a bunch of years, because what's taxes on $125,000, right? Now you have to add that. Even if it's like 70%, you're talking what, like 40 grand, like, well, 30, 35 grand. So you have to add that to break even. So what's 35 grand divided by the amount of rent that we're getting? You're just adding more and more years to get to that point of break even. Right. Like Tom said, he sold his because it would have taken him 12 years. It just, there comes a point where if you, I don't want to say we need the money, but we could find better use of the money, better use for the money, instead of just leaving it there untouched. It would be, now, if you just have extra money floating around and you need a place to put it, there's nothing wrong with leaving it there. But that wasn't the case for us. Like, we don't have like 10, rental properties laying around kind of thing, and we're just looking for places to put more money. Like, that was our only rental property. And the only reason we rented it out was because we knew that it would cash flow and it was beneficial to keep it while we figured out what we wanted to do with it. And look at what happened since we moved out. It increased in value almost 70 grand, which is absolutely insane. Now, keep in mind, our current house we bought, I'm just going to go to Redfin just out of curiosity. But we bought this house for, I don't want to lie. Let me just pull it up. I think it was 865. Let me just look. 840. Damn, even better than I thought. So it was listed at 865. It was listed at 864.9, but we ended up paying 840. So we paid 840 for this, and the current estimate or whatever, Redfin estimate, is 1.064 million. So not only did we make the right decision to hold on to our previous house as it increased in value, but the house that we're currently in is already up over 200 grand. Like it's insane. Like, the housing market right now is just absolutely stupid. Do I think we're in a bubble? No, I don't.
Time to move.
Well, yeah, I don't think we're in a bubble per se. Well, the thing with housing is no matter when you buy, you could be at the bottom of the market or the top end of the market. Unless you're investing, like looking for properties to invest in, it doesn't matter. What matters the most is the interest rates, because whether you're buying when the price is low or buying when the price is high, whatever you sell, you're going to be buying in that same market. So it doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, it'll matter. Like, it's obviously you want to buy low because then you can appreciate, but you also sold low your old house. So that's kind of what I'm saying. No matter when you sell, you're selling with the current market and buying in the current market. Unless you sell and then like rent for a year or two or whatever, then that would be different. The DMV area is a lot different. Especially, there's always one town inside of a county that is way different than everything else. Like, because that's where like the good schools are going to be, inside that county. And the area that we moved from was like the second best area, and we moved into the best area. So that's why the housing is just insane. Yeah, the interest rates. Yeah, you're locked in at 2.99. Nice. I think we're at 3.25 on this house. But yeah, like people, and that's the thing. The guy who's paying, he was the guy who bought the house. He's an investor. I'm assuming he's gonna refi or something. But he locked in at like 9. It was like 9%. This is insane. Yeah, I'll never buy Section 8. There was a Section 8 house across from us once, and I was like, yeah, no. But you always get your rent. That's one thing about Section 8. You'll always get your rent. But the house will be destroyed. See how David's doing. 370, nice. He's having a good day. But yeah, I do have to get out of here in about 20 minutes or so. Just a heads up. Not that there's that many people here anyways.
Got to go collect your check.
Yep. Definitely got to collect that check.
Take a picture of it, man. Put it in a frame. You might not get a higher paycheck anytime soon.
I don't think that's going to be like an actual check. I think they're just wiring it to the account.
Well, that's dumb. Tell them to bring cash.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Small, unmarked denomination.
I don't want to have to carry that around. I'm good.
Yeah. If you have an issue with it, I'll be there in 3 hours. Although with the bridge down, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get there.
Right.
You guys, yeah. How far are you from there?
From where? The bridge?
Francis Scott Key. Yeah.
Like 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we used it all the time. Like when we would go visit family, that's the way we would go. Now we'll have to go.
Oh, now you don't.
It'll add like 10 minutes to go through the tunnels, but we didn't have to take the bridge. The bridge was faster to some family, but not to most family. But it was always like the scenic route to avoid going through the hassle of the tunnels because the tunnels are always busy. So if you go,
now you have an excuse not to visit family.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't make it for Thanksgiving. The bridge is down. Maybe next year. Did you hear it? Like, were you able to hear the crash?
We were on the cruise. We weren't even in the country. Yeah.
That's right.
I was wearing my Orioles hat all week, and I guess I didn't have internet. So when we pulled up into Puerto Rico, that is when I first heard about it because my mom had sent me a text, and I guess we have service in Puerto Rico. And I was like, is she joking? Like early April Fool's kind of thing? And then just sure enough, I looked it up, and yeah, there was videos and everything. I was like, holy shit.
What, you didn't have internet?
Well, I purposefully wasn't using my phone.
I was gonna say, you really unplugged for a week? That is freaking awesome.
Yeah, and the worst part is I feel like I didn't even have an actual vacation. It's funny. I was telling the wife and our friends that we went with, I was like, I think this is the first vacation where I feel like I need to plan another vacation because of this vacation. Because I feel like the whole time we were just like running around dealing with the kids. Which, don't get me wrong, it was it was a ton of fun. It really was. It was a lot of fun, but it was not relaxing at all. And I think I had the mindset that I was going to get to relax a bit on this cruise, and I didn't relax one bit.
This was not your Vegas trip.
My Vegas trip?
For the bachelor party, the wedding.
Yeah. That was like go, but it was just me and her. So like we still had the downtime. Where it was just like, all right, what do you kids need to do right now to be quiet? Like the entire time. They were just so hyped up the entire trip that it was like, all right, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Is this a first time on a cruise?
No, it was for two of the kids of our friends, but not for ours. Our kids went on a cruise last year and they loved it. It was Royal Caribbean though, not Carnival. And the kids camp from Royal Caribbean, they actually liked a lot better because they did like physical activities, like they would play dodgeball and soccer and stuff like that. Where here, it was more of just like a daycare where they just kind of like you sat around and did arts and crafts and played video games and stuff like that. So it wasn't really like physically exhausting or like you know what I'm trying to say.
Not as stimulating.
Yeah, not as stimulating. Good word. But yeah, so it was a little frustrating on that side of things because the last like 3 days they all didn't want to like stay in. It was called Camp Ocean, so they didn't want to stay in the camp. And that was just kind of frustrating because that made it so that we didn't have any time like as adults to kind of go do some of the things that we wanted to do. Because like for the first 3 days from 7 to 10, we would drop them off, and then they started kind of complaining that they didn't like it there. So then it was like, all right, well, we're gonna go eat dinner. We're gonna drop you off at 7, and we'll come get you at like 8:30 or 9 or something. And then by the last night, it was like they were complaining. So they were only there for like an hour. So it was kind of just an annoyance. Where on Royal Caribbean, they were begging to go back. Like they wanted to just be there all day. And here it was quite the opposite. So it was kind of frustrating because I thought it would be better on Carnival because they kind of more so cater to kids, but I guess it wasn't the case.
I'm assuming you'll do a little more research on the daycare for the next one.
Yeah, I guess so. But it'll be a while before we probably take another cruise because we're, like I said, we're doing all those road trips and stuff.
You're not even going to take the Tesla for it.
What do you mean?
For the road trips, you got to take the Cherokee.
No. There's just as much, if not more, room in the Tesla. Believe it or not.
Which model did you get?
The Y. Our first road trip is actually the end of this week. We're going up to Pittsburgh, and so that we can get close to the eclipse, and then we're going to see the eclipse, which is like I think it's like an hour north of Tesla.
An hour north of Tesla? What the hell does that mean?
Tesla, an hour north of Pittsburgh, in the Tesla. My bad.
An hour north of
Tesla. Texas. I think we are planning for next year. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure next year. I think this year we're doing the eclipse this week, which I actually won't be here Monday. Speaking of which, next Monday. And then after that, I think we're doing Virginia and West Virginia are the next two that we're gonna do. I'm not exactly sure on that. I'm not the one planning it. So.
I know you don't work, but does your wife?
Yeah, she does.
How long did you drive to Pittsburgh?
What's that? How long is the drive? I think it's like 4 hours.
Where do you go through?
Say that again.
You go through Ohio? You go through
how do
Ohio?
I go?
How do you get there?
Just up through Pennsylvania. What are you talking about? It's in Pennsylvania.
I know that, but it's all the way on the left coast.
Yeah, but you go up through or coming east to west. I don't think at any point we leave Pennsylvania. Ohio is like very much to the left of Pennsylvania, right?
So is Pittsburgh. They're next to each other.
Yeah, but why would we go past Pittsburgh?
I don't know how the cutout works as far as direction of where you're going.
I think
as far as highway, does it make sense to swing around?
No, Pittsburgh and Ohio are like they're flat up against each other. Not Pittsburgh, but Pennsylvania. I know it's like
I know.
what? Yeah.
I didn't know which angle made the most sense as far as highway wise. Sometimes the highway it'll be faster to weave out the state and then come back in.
Is Ohio? Does it go underneath of Pennsylvania, or is that West Virginia?
I think that's West Virginia.
Yeah, I don't think Ohio ever actually is like under Pennsylvania, so it wouldn't. If anything, it would be West Virginia. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the way that we go, it's almost like a straight like diagonal to Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'll just look. How about that? Make it easier.
No. Let's talk more about it.
No. Let's see. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right. So it's 4 hours and 6 minutes as of right now. Let's see. 257 miles. Yeah, it's pretty much a straight diagonal shot going northwest. Looks like, I don't know what road this is. 70. It's like 70 turns into 76 and pretty much on that until we get there.
I-76.
Could fly there instead of driving 4 hours. We could fly there in 55. But 2 hours before and after, etc. It's the same amount of time anyway.
And probably a lot more money.
I do think, I don't know exactly where we're driving up to see the eclipse, but I know it's up near Lake Erie somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Jason, you want to grab lunch this week? I was thinking of getting back on track, but I really want a cheesesteak before I fully get back on track. I came home and for some reason I was just like, cheesesteak.
Never had one.
You're a lying sack of shit.
They ain't kosher, man.
You had to find it. You had to find a kosher cheesesteak. There's got to be a kosher cheesesteak. Kosher.
Well, let's see. Would it be fake cheese or fake meat? Because you cannot mix milk and meat.
Philly cheesesteak, the kosher way. See, it's possible. You just don't try hard enough.
Tell me what the ingredients are. Is the cheese fake or is the meat fake?
All right, here, hold on. It says Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, blah, 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 blah. All right, kosher Philly cheesesteak. 8 ounces of skirt steak, semi-frozen. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. 1 small onion sliced. 1 small red bell pepper, de-seeded and sliced into narrow strips. 2 hoagie rolls. Salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. 4 slices of Daya soy provolone style cheese.
Okay.
Get off me, Steve. Get off me.
You asked me to get on you, first of all.
Yeah.
And the cheese is fake.
I don't ever want you to get off me. Yeah, the cheese is fake because you're eating fucking fake shit when you eat kosher. You want a cheesesteak? I just gave you cheesesteak. Eat it. Probably tastes like shit.
2 hours in, you just demonetized yourself with that little curse word. How do you feel about that?
I don't think I demonetized myself. We'll see. Some stuff has stayed. I was gonna say some stuff has stayed monetized, and I feel like I will say ever since I changed the music to this stuff I've been listening to, I have noticed that it doesn't like it because it has a decent amount of curse words in it. It's real meat and so Jason said it's real meat and real cheese. Deal with it. Let me get a milk steak. I just ate a cheese stick yesterday, Zishan. It was pretty good. I haven't had one of those in a while. The string cheese where you like pull it off and eat the string. The string of cheese. This market really kind of died off. I probably should check Oxy. I haven't checked it in a while. Oh, it pulled back a whole $1. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't roll it that second time, but damn, that kind of sucks. Thing's volatile. I wonder if I can get like a cash secured put down near 64 or something. I doubt it, but let's see. Sell put 64, $4. That's probably not worth it. But I could protect myself back to the downside. Let's see if I go out to next week. 13. We go out. That's a little better. I'm just going to leave it. That's the part that sucks. Like, you benefit when it goes up, but you don't benefit at all when it goes down. So you're kind of like bullish nonstop in that sense, where if you're selling the cash secured puts, you're actually, it doesn't really matter because you're going to make money both ways.
I got to head into this apartment building. I'll catch up with you later or tomorrow because you're got to go collect your little paycheck there.
Yep. Sounds good, man. I will, I'll talk to you at some point.
Take it easy.
Later, man. Indian food this week? I mean, I can always go for some Indian food. Didn't quite hit 28,000 in the options account. I would love to possibly get a for science trade here, but I don't want to get stuck in a trade and the wife get mad at me because it's almost time to leave. We'll see if it happens here in the next couple minutes. Maybe I'll try to sneak it in, but hell yeah, Zishan, I see that P&L. Let's go. Nice easy trade today, right? There's Ishan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just jump off here. There's not many of you here right now anyway, so looks like this isn't gonna give me an opportunity to trade. So I'm just gonna kind of start getting ready for getting out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, same time, same place, all that good stuff. Until then, peace. You'll get it. You'll get it. Hey, Jason, if you're still here, message me in Discord. We'll figure something out for lunch.